Today, I'm going to be looking at 8 budget gaming setups, and the best one that my chat picks will win $100. This is hopefully the series that I want to start to help you guys build up your gaming setups. So this is Austin. He's 14 years old, and he got his setup through jobs and from birthday money. Cool. That's awesome. His main games are Fortnite and Rocket League, which is cool. So GutzyAiden tech source inspires him. That's awesome. He finished the setup 1 month ago, and it took him about 3 years to build, which is cool. It was just an old TV and Xbox setup, so he's really upgraded since then. That's awesome. Let's take a look. Mako keyboard and a G Pro wireless. And then he has a MacBook Air for his computer, and he wants to get a gaming PC. Here's a shelf to the left, has a little bit of personality on it, some keyboards and some things he's made, which is pretty cool. It looks really good so far. So yeah, it helped him by getting a new monitor, so that's really cool. And then providing him with other ways to earn money as well. So that's really cool. I think some parents do that, but you know, they help you out by getting some money by letting you work on some stuff, and you know, that's really cool. Setup for gaming and streaming. Interesting. Looks like a console and MacBook Air setup. That's really cool. He wants to play games like Valorant when he gets a PC. Austin's setup is really strong. I think he's got a really good setup for the most part. I mean, it looks really good. I love that he has a mouse pad for me as well. It's a really good budget setup for sure, especially for console. This is Florian's setup. I hope I said your name right. They're 16. They got their setup through saving through Christmas and birthdays. They live in Germany. Pretty cool setup already. Love this already. Looking awesome. Taking about 3 days to build. Loving the Alex drawer here. Loving the wallpapers as well on this build. He built the setup for gaming. Okay, 3050. Okay. An i5. Interesting. PC specs here. 32 gigs of Corsair RAM too. Awesome. Corsair 4000D airflow case. Intel 1 terabyte SSD, and MSI Z490 for the motherboard as well. Looking like a Red Dragon K55-2 for the keyboard, and it looks like a Razer Viper V2? Oh, Razer Viper Ultimate. Okay. I really just love this setup, man. It looks awesome. Mainly plays Warzone 2 as well. The main monitor is an Asus 27-inch 1080p for 60 hertz. Could upgrade that over time. Asus 22-inch 1080p as well. And his inspirations is me and TechSource, so I appreciate that. That's awesome. His old setup was a monitor and PS4. Awesome. Florian setup's really, really nice. I just love the panels on the wall, the clock, all of that. What do you guys rate it in chat? The bezels could be better, obviously. But again, this is a budget setup episode, so it's looking awesome. 7 out of 10, 6.9 out of 10. Yeah, it looks really good. This is Gusher's setup. I hope I said your name right. He's 11 years old. PS5 setup. Interesting. 11 years old. He got a setup they're saving for Christmas and birthday money. He lives in the UK. This is like the cable management behind the monitor there. Looking like the PC could use some cable management as well. Holy. His old setup was just a TV and Xbox, so he's kind of done this, and I've inspired him, so that's awesome. He's got just a regular 27-inch monitor. Very, very simple. He mainly plays Fortnite. Okay, so Fortnite, he's got a nice keyboard, mouse there, both Logitech. Got some different cool posters on the wall. Looks like they're all Star Wars related. Desk actually looks pretty cable managed and looks very clean under here. I really like this, so it's looking really awesome. He's 11 years old, which is really, really young, you know, so for to have a console setup, it honestly is really solid for what he has. There's not a whole lot he really can improve besides getting a PC or, you know, upgrading things. So Harris's setup, he is 13 years old, and he got his setup through saving for Christmas and birthday money, but also helping his parents with work. Interesting. Okay, cool. Looking really, oh, I just love the laptop stand there. He's from Lithuania. Wow, that's crazy. His inspirations are me and TechSource. That's awesome. I love that I can inspire you. I love the laptop on the edge right there, like on a stand. It's really cool. Using an HP Gaming Pavilion laptop that has Ryzen 7 and a 1660 Ti, which is really nice. His old setup was boring and had no color theme, so it had no color theme there. Looks really good. Honestly, I just love the aesthetic you got going on for this budget setup. I mean, this is really good for a younger kid here. Mainly use it for school and gaming. Love the cable management. It's honestly pretty good. I would say maybe just a raceway would help, but other than that, everything else looks solid. Looking like he's rocking the Logitech G335s, and these are actually pretty good headset there on the budget side of things. Also love the RK61 keyboard there, and I think he's also running a Logitech G305. Nice, and I just love the aesthetic. His upgrades he wants to make is he wants to get a PC and some Nano Leafs, kind of fill in the vibe and finish it all up. Just love what he's got going on, and it shows that you don't need a fancy computer or anything crazy. You know, you could have a laptop and still rock it like this. So it looks really good, man. Good job. For now, he's really happy. That's awesome. I'm glad that some people are happy with just having, you know, a laptop setup. Looks really good, man. Good job with this. The Alex shores and the pegboard are from IKEA, which is cool. So he's got 27-inch LG for the main monitor, and then his plants are from IKEA as well. So honestly, I think this setup is really underrated for this kind of budget setup. I mean, he's just rocking a laptop, and he really made the space look good along with the laptop, which I really like. Some people just kind of throw a laptop on a desk and call it a day, but I love that he has a stand for it. You know, he plugged it all in and got it really solid. This is Harry's setup. Now he's 12 years old. He got a setup. They're helping my parents around the house, which is cool. So he did some chores to get it. I love this setup already. He lives in Georgia. The desk could use some work, but everything else in the setup looks pretty solid so far. He mainly plays Valorant. Awesome. Did I inspire him? Dude, a lot of you guys are inspired by me. That's awesome. He wants to start streaming in the future. So this is going to be a streaming and gaming setup here. He's running an RK61 as his main keyboard, and then a Glorious Model O as his main mouse. In the future, he wants a better desk and maybe, you know, some different monitors, stuff like that. It's cool. And he also wants a better PC. His main monitor is a MSI 1080p 144 hertz, actually really good monitor, and a Spectre 1080 75 hertz as a secondary. It took him about 2 years to build this setup from saving up. Yes, the desk needs some work. PCs probably need some work as well, but overall, I mean, it's really good. It's honestly really solid for his age and what he's got built so far. In my opinion, I feel like this is a really solid one. Chat, what are we thinking about this so far? I feel like this is a really good setup for what he's got and what he's got going. I think the cable management could be a little better. Honestly, not that huge of a deal. I mean, it looks pretty managed. So 7.5 out of 10, not horrible. Yeah, not horrible at all. Kingston. He's 13 years old and he got to set up their Christmas gifts, shoveling snow, and other odd jobs. Interesting. Only 13. Looks like we're running a console setup here. He lives in Alberta, Canada. Okay, make sure with it makes sense with the shoveling snow. He got it set up by his main passion for competitive gaming and content creation. Interesting. He doesn't have a PC currently, so he's just running a PS4. He wants to become a content creator, which is cool. You know, you can always improve. He has a Razer Viper Ultimate and a keyboard and mouse that he doesn't know. Okay, so he doesn't know the keyboard and mouse or the keyboard's name, but he knows the mouse name, which is cool. Yeah, I also really like where his mic is, because I feel like the mic is in a really good position. Yeah, it looks really good. He wants a new PC and a second monitor, and he wants to mount them as well, which is that's pretty good. He needs that as well. But I really love the whole setup. Like, I think it could use some more cable management. Obviously, like what we're looking at needs some more cable management. You know, he obviously needs to upgrade his PC and stuff like that. But overall, I really do enjoy how, like, you kind of worked with what you had. I mean, you have the charger for your mouse here. You got, you know, your PS4 controller if you need it, but you also play on keyboard and mouse, and you have, like, you know, your peripherals that you need. So you got the essentials. Rick's setup. He's 14 years old and he got his setup through working some and also birthday money. Sorry. Yeah. And also birthday money. Cool. That's awesome. So he's 14 years old. He's from Lativa. I think I said that right. He mainly plays Fortnite. I didn't even know that people from these countries know who I am. He uses it for school, gaming, and work. That's awesome. It took him about 2 years to build the entire setup. His keyboard is a Genesis Thor 300 TKL. I've never heard of that brand. And a Del Taco gaming mouse. Interesting. It does say Del Taco Gaming. That's funny. He's running a Samsung G3 27-inch 144 hertz monitor. And it looks like he wants a second monitor with a stand to have both the monitors. Me and TechSource inspire him, and the cable management looks pretty good as well. Pretty good. Yeah, 16 gigs of RAM, 3060 Ti, and an Intel i5, which is pretty good. Pretty good starter build for sure. But I love the theme of this setup. You know, I really love how he's kind of just built a nice, cool looking wall behind it. The colors match. Like, he did a really good job on the color theme. The only thing that kind of bugs me about the setup is the clutter on the left side. Like, you can see all this stuff just kind of sitting on the desk. I would have liked to see it like a little bit decluttered. Looks really good to start. Dylan's setup. He's 16 years old and he got his setup through working at McDonald's. Pretty cool. He lives in south of England. Cool. I love the desk too. I think this desk is kind of underrated. I don't like the keyboard tray, in my opinion. I hate those things. Like, the way that the setup looks and the aesthetic is actually pretty good. He mainly plays Minecraft, Fortnite, and Rocket League. Some YouTubers that he watches inspires him. He had a cheap laptop that stopped running, and so he decided to upgrade to this setup here. Looks like it's underneath a bunk bed somehow. It took him about a week to put together everything. He built the PC himself. That's awesome. Here is the specs right here, looking like an i7 2700KF, 3060 Ti, and a 32 gig of RAM set there as well. It looks like he's running a Strix motherboard as well. Looks really nice, by the way. Really good build. He wanted to upgrade the GPU and CPU as well once he gets some more money. And here's the keyboard and mouse combo. Looks like some budget setup here, budget stuff. I love this Stranger Things too. This like little, like the old, what are they called? VHS tape. Yes, VHS. Thank you. I like the VHS thing. It has like RGB on it. I think it's really cool that like this is in this setup, because I've never seen anything like this. It adds to the aesthetic, which is really cool. So I think that overall this setup, I'd probably rate it like a 6 out of 10. But overall, I love what you're going. I see the vision for it. It looks really awesome. So keep it up and good luck in the voting. This is Will's setup. He's 14 years old and his dad bought him this setup. He's from Columbus, Ohio. Most normal looking Ohio setup, chat. Here we go. He mainly plays Fortnite and Roblox, and my friends, or his friends, and some streamers inspired him to build this setup. Yeah, so his streamers inspire him to use this setup to mainly play games, which is awesome. And he's planning to get a second monitor because switching between tabs is annoying. And then his old setup was just a MacBook, so he's got a PC now. Cable management could be better. I mean, you should try to take care of it. Cable management could be a necessity here. The PC looks pretty okay. Looks like some 4/6 of RAM. I don't know what kind of specs we got, but this is the best picture we have, so looks pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna vote. So the way we're gonna do this is you guys are gonna say, you're gonna vote your favorite setup out of these 4. Starting poll now. Everybody vote in the polls right now. Everybody vote. Which setup do you think should win? And I'm gonna show them back on the screen really quick so you guys can vote. So you guys can see each setup. Let me hide myself. Here are all the setups here. You guys can vote. Dang, Florin's winning, dude. Essentially, the person that wins this one will go on to the next round, and then we'll vote the other 5 and then put 1-on-1. And we'll do like whoever wins. Florian definitely won this one. All right, boys. Everybody vote in the poll. Which one do you want? Dang, Crixus is winning. It's between Harry and Crixus. Dang. Okay, so Crixus won. Okay. So I'm gonna go to this one. These are the 2 setups here. They're the last ones to vote on. So if you guys would like to vote, I'm gonna put up the poll right now. And the winner will get $100. So, dude, honestly, it could be any person. It could be either one. You guys think it's gonna be Florin? It's 5-6. Oh, it's 6-6. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Boys, Florin is the winner. All right. I just love his setup, man. It looks so insane. If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And don't forget to follow the Twitch down below. See you there.